Hello children, this is our last topic of the lesson, force and laws of motion. The name of the topic is conservation of momentum. First of all, tell me what is momentum. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So here we need to derive this or to prove this how momentum is conserved or the law of conservation of momentum. This law, children, states from the term given to this law, conservation of momentum. It means that momentum is conserved. What do you mean by momentum is conserved? Momentum is conserved means the momentum, that is a product of mass and velocity of an object. If an object, the momentum of an object or two objects, if there are two objects, the momentum of two objects before they collide with each other is equal to the momentum of the sum of the momentum of both the objects after their collision. This is the statement. I repeat the statement. Law of conservation of momentum states that the momenta, this is a plural of the word momentum, momenta of the sum of momenta of two objects is before collision is equal to sum of momenta of those two objects after collision. It means if there are two objects and they have certain mass and they are moving with certain velocity, that will be their initial momentum for both the objects. The sum of the initial momentum of two objects is equal to sum of the final momentum of those two objects. This is the law of conservation of momentum. Means before they collide with each other, before they hit each other, एक दूसरे को टक्कर मारने से पहले whatever is their momentum before collision will be equal to the sum of their momentum after collision. After hitting each other, उनका before hitting each other, the sum of their momentum is equal to the sum of their momentum after collision. This is law of conservation of momentum. How to derive? Suppose there are two objects, or you can say two balls. This I have written from your book itself, children. You can consult the book or you can copy down from here. There are two objects. Suppose there are two balls, A and B. There are two balls as I have drawn here. They have the masses. Suppose the mass of first ball is 5 kg. Instead of writing 5 kg, I have written here MA. And the mass of the other ball, the second ball, is MB. Fine. And these two balls are moving in a straight line in the same direction. They are not moving in the opposite direction, but both the things are moving in the same direction. Both the balls are in the same one direction and they are moving along a straight line. And if they are moving, that means they have certain velocity. Let the velocity of the ball A be UA and the velocity of ball B is UB. So, in this case, there is no external unbalanced force acting on these two balls. These two balls are moving with certain initial velocity and their initial velocity is UA of ball A and the mass of that ball is MA. Similarly, the velocity of ball B is UB and the mass of the ball B is MB. Now, as they are moving in the, and let us consider that these two balls, the velocity of ball A is greater than the velocity of ball B. I mean to say UA is greater than UB. If the velocity of this ball is greater than this ball, that means it will reach to this ball quickly. If it will reach and as they are moving in the straight line, it means they are going to, this ball is going to hit this ball, second ball. The first ball A is going to hit the second ball. Now, in this diagram, this was before collision, this is their collision and this is after collision. If the velocity of ball A is greater than velocity of ball B, then the ball A will hit the ball B. When they will hit each other, in that case, the ball A will exert a force of FAB on ball B, and similarly ball B will exert a force on ball A. Let me give the name to that force as FBA. The force exerted by ball A on B is FAB, and force exerted by ball B on ball A is FBA. I hope it is clear. Then two balls collide with each other, and this collision lasts for time t. This collision, for how long they remain collided with each other? They remain stick with each other, they remain collided with each other for the time t. See here. During this collision, ball A exerts a force of FAB on ball B, and ball B exerts a force of FBA on ball A. Now, the collision has over now. After collision, let their velocities be VA and VB. Now, as the forces acted on both the bodies, not the external force but their own forces act on each other, and because of that force their velocity change. Their velocities change. The velocity of now earlier of ball A was used UA, and now the velocity of ball A is VA. Similarly, earlier the velocity of ball B was UB. Now the final velocity of ball B is VB. If it is so, momentum of ball A before and after collision. Before collision, let me consider at this point. Before collision, momentum of this ball will be MA into UA, because momentum is a product of mass and velocity. Similarly, the momentum of ball B is MB into UB before. Now, after collision, it will be MA VA MB VB. Before collision and after collision. Similarly, before collision and after collision. Now, what is the change in momentum? Change in momentum, we know that the change in momentum will be MAVA minus MAUA. This is change in momentum of ball A. Children, like we write change in velocity. Change in velocity is equals to final velocity minus initial velocity. Yes. And the rate of change of velocity is V minus U upon T. Similarly, this is the change in velocity of ball A, and this is the rate of change of velocity of ball A. Similarly, change in momentum, not velocity, change in momentum of ball B, MBVB. This is the final momentum. MBUB, this was the initial momentum, and upon T, this is rate of change of momentum of ball B. This is the rate of change of momentum of ball A. Similarly, rate of change of momentum of ball B. Now, according to Newton's third law of motion, force exerted for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. This was the Newton's third law of motion. For every action means for this action, when the force ball A exerted a force of FAB on force B, this was the action. There will be equal and opposite reaction. Equal reaction, that means the ball B again exerted the equal force of FBA on ball A, but this is in the opposite direction. Why have I put a minus sign here? This minus sign indicates that the force exerted by both the object is equal, but this is opposite in direction. This is according to Newton's third law of motion. Now, according to Newton's second law of motion, Newton's second law of motion states that force is equal to rate of change of momentum. Force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Now, let me put the value of this and this in this equation. I know that FAB is equals to force exerted by ball A on B will be equal to rate of change of momentum of A. Similarly, force exerted by ball B on ball A will be equal to rate of change of momentum of ball B. Now I put the value of FAB here and FBA is here, but there is a minus sign. TT will be cancelled. When I open the bracket, I get MAVA minus MAUA is equal to, this is plus, when I open the bracket it will be minus MBVB plus, as it is minus, after opening the bracket this is a minus sign, so this will be changed to positive MBVUB. So now what I am going to do, I am going to take the similar terms on one side and like terms on the same side. MAVA plus MBVB. This is the final momentum of ball A. This is the final momentum of ball B. The sum of is equal to, this is the initial momentum of ball B and this is the initial momentum of ball A. So from this we have concluded our law of conservation of momentum. It states that sum of momenta of two objects before collision is equal to sum of momenta of two objects after collision. I hope now this statement is clear. The sum of momenta of two objects is equal to sum of momenta of two objects after collision, and before collision these two are equal. So children, this is our last topic. You have to do it like the same way as I have written here. Along with this you have to write the statement for this law also, that I have not written on the board because of scarcity of space. I have not mentioned here. So you can write down it from your book. After finishing this, in the next 2 videos or 3 videos, I am going to post the numericals. We will do the numericals related to law of conservation of momentum. Thank you children.